Okay, we are live. Hopefully, everyone can see and hear me correctly. I know when I've done this before, there have been a few technical glitches, but I'm here. And hey, guys, thank you for popping up. Hey, Cuts, I see you, and this is awesome. But I do see you. If you're on the gram watching, if you're on Twitch or if you're on Periscope, anything, just hey, Elizabeth Starfire, hello, I see you. But I wanted to do this stream. Our Indiegogo for brand has just crossed over $68,000, which is awesome. We have over 2,100 people that have backed this campaign. I really wanted to take a moment and thank each and every one of you guys, even the ones that haven't backed, but so many of you guys have been just tweeting and sharing the campaign and just helping us get the word out for the campaign. So I wanted to take a moment and acknowledge that and thank each and every one of you guys so much for helping us get the word out, because I can tell you I've done a lot of advertising, and the advertising that we have done has not been nearly as effective as you guys just taking that moment, tweeting out the Indiegogo, sharing it on your Facebook, talking about it on Instagram. Those are the things that I really appreciate. So yeah, $68,000 is incredible, and I just wow. Yeah. Well, let me see here. Optimus Deadpool, 68,000. Thought brand made more than that. No, and here's the thing. Because I priced it so low, the book is only $15 and it's autographed by myself and Kanan White. No one knew who I was when I started this. I had like 15 people subscribed on YouTube, only had a few hundred on Instagram, and now it's 9 months later and I've got almost 3,000 people subscribed on YouTube. I have almost 3,000 people following me on Twitter. I have almost 12,000 people following me on Instagram, and all those people combined have helped to raise this platform to over $68,000. So that's you guys, because I've done a bunch of advertising and it was not nearly as effective. So a tip of the hat to you guys. I know Kanan is thrilled as well. And, I've heard from a few friends that we have passed the $68,000 milestone. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Now, let's actually talk about the preview, because if you are a backer and you read the backer updates that I sent out, you know that I have a preview that I am going to give not only to the backers. I'm going to give this to the people that haven't backed it. Maybe you've been on the fence and you're not sure if you want to read brand, but we're going to let you read it either way. The first 21 pages, full color letters in PDF form, will be released en masse to the public. Everyone will get an opportunity to read this book, the first 21 pages, and you'll see what you're getting. Now, I know some people's like, well, Antonio, I don't want to spoil the book. I actually went over the first 21 pages last night. I haven't been getting much sleep. I've been working tirelessly trying to edit the book down and get the script, because you only have limited space as you're working. You try and get the font put on these pages and everything, and I've been trying to make sure that I don't give my letter person an insane task as he's trying to put all these letters on the pages. But I went, Elliot Fernandez, he and I talked extensively last night. I talked to him for a few hours, and we had been on with Mike S. Miller, and it would, I went over the entire first 21 pages. And I, man, it was good to get some feedback from someone, a human, to actually kind of, go over and see how the pages flow. It's going to be different. It's definitely going to be different, because one of the things I noted when I talked to Elliot Fernandez, which, by the way, Elliot has a book on Indiegogo, and it's called Doom Kicker. And Doom Kicker is being illustrated by my friend Elliot Fernandez. You can find him on Instagram at Jerkmonger, and he's on Twitter at Jerkmonger as well. The writer on Doom Kicker is also a dear friend, Mr. Doug TeNapel. You can check that out on Indiegogo. I think they're at about $24,000 raised. But yeah, Elliot was very generous with his time last night, and I went over the first 21 pages, and he seemed to like it, but it is different. I will tell you, I know some people say, I don't want spoilers and all this kind of stuff. I can say the first 21 pages is not a lot of spoiler stuff. It's just, we've got so many characters in the book. We've got to introduce the Covenant. We've got to introduce David and Melissa. We've got to introduce Dawn and Edward Lind. We've got to introduce all those characters, and we've got the 3 stories. It's just setting everything up. You're not going, all the gravy, all the action in the story happens in the second half of the book. All the good stuff, all the gore, all the werewolves and vampires and all that kind of stuff, that happens in the second half of the book. So if you are afraid of the 21 page preview because you are afraid of spoilers, don't be. I think I have crafted the preview in a way that you can get introduced to our characters, and I'm going to kind of leave you wanting more. Obviously, the more is the full 48 page book. Let me see here. Antonio is the title on purpose. I think the what is this, Lula? I think Lula screwed the title up, because I keep saying that I see what it's supposed to be as I'm looking down here on my thing, but I'll probably have to go in and edit it. It looks all jacked up. It seems like I'm getting that feedback from some of the people in the chat, so it's probably all screwed up. But hey, the good thing is, once this thing saves, I can go in and edit it, and and I can get that all squared away. But I've got people all over. Like, I'm looking, there's people on Instagram watching. I see some people on Periscope watching. Even a couple, and I've barely been doing anything on Twitch, and people are watching on Twitch. And but yeah, this is. Oh, by the way, Cyberfrog brand shirt. This is done by Kane White. It is on Amazon and in my Teespring store. And, of course, the link is in my description on my YouTube. Sometimes the Lula doesn't cooperate, but it is there. And, but, hey, I'll fix it. Let me see here. Last Crusader just being helpful Delta. Love you, man. Well, thank you. I returned the love. Thank you. But yeah, the first, it was interesting actually explaining the transition of pages as Elliot and I went through all 21 pages with him. We were on a private hangout, and I just, I did a screen share, and I just went for the 21 pages. I keep, I'm changing the scripts a little bit, and hey, I'm working. I promise you. Not to mention, Kanan just finished another page. If you follow me on Twitter, you've been seeing previews of the original art pages, because a lot of people were like, Kanan's a digital artist. How is it that he is going to do these pages? And obviously, I have tweeted out panels from various pencils that Kanan has turned in. Or you can see the cover on Mike S. Miller's Monster Hunt. I think the Monster Hunt crossover with Lone Star, Jawbreakers, and Graveyard Shift. Kanan White is doing one of those covers. Elliot Fernandez is doing another. I think Mike has like 4 covers on that, which I think it's 4 covers, 2 of them from Mike, and then one from Kanan and one from Elliot. And Elliot was showing me his covers, and it was fantastic. He's doing a recreation of Secret Wars, the 1984 Secret Wars #1. His cover looks fantastic. I cannot wait for him to slap some inks on that bad boy, because I think he's got it all blue lined, and he's doing digital pencils on it, and then he's going to print it out and do the inks on that. And I love watching Elliot. Elliot is a fantastic inker. He's like a jack of all trades, and that's when I love watching him draw. He is a brilliant artist, which I don't know if anyone remembers this, but after Brand, we are going to launch the sequel to Brand, which is Brand Way of the Gun, and Elliot is doing one of the variant covers for Brand Way of the Gun. So we've got Elliot Fernandez. You can see behind my head Matthew Weldon's cover for Brand Way of the Gun, which is a take on the Demi Moore Vanity Fair cover from like 1986, 87 or so, when she posed pregnant on the cover of Vanity Fair. But Brand Way of the Gun is definitely going to be different. I also have a few other variant covers that I just can't talk about right now, but they are huge. There is some art behind me by a gentleman, and that particular gentleman had agreed to do a cover for me, and then another dear friend is going to do a cover for me. Trust me, it will be huge for Brand Way of the Gun. It will be a bigger, bolder campaign, which I'm pretty sure will do 100,000. I think Brand is going to do 70. Since we're less than $2,000 away from hitting $70,000, I think that is achievable, that Brand will do 70K. But this was all set up. 2,100 people have backed this campaign. You guys, let me see here. Oh no, what happened? Bro, I think you need to restart. Can you guys not hear me? Is something going on? Uh-oh. Is it locking up? Because I've had problems with this thing before. It's saying people are still watching. Give me a 1 or something in the chat. If you guys can still hear me, let me know, because that is not good. If I have shut down. Matter of fact, I got my phone. Let me see. Can I? We hear you fine. Okay, yeah, the title messed up. The app messed the title up. I'm gonna fix that. I'll fix it after. Okay, good. Okay, so everybody's telling me I'm fine. That's what I need to know. Whew. Okay. All right. So I was freaking out. I was like, okay. I was like, man, because I did this a couple months ago and the thing jacked up on me, and I was just sitting there talking and the screen froze up, and it was horrible. And I was like, I'm just sitting here running my mouth and it's not working. So, okay. So, back to the show. But yeah, 21 full color pages with font. It's going to be released to everyone, whether you backed Brand or not. 21 pages. The book itself is 48 pages, as many of you already know. But the first 21 pages will be released to every single human being on the planet. This is going to be amazing. And I, again, thank you guys so much for, going out there and getting that word out, sharing the campaign, sharing the art. Had someone go to a con and they dressed as Dark Santana, and then we have a lot of people that have bought, these shirts here. This is, my character, David Craven, and of course, Cyberfrog, who is owned by Ethan Van Sciver. So, anyone that is interested, because I've had people like, well, I'm curious about your story, but I don't know if I want to back it yet. You're going to get to see the first 21 pages. So you're going to be able to decide right then. That's going to let you know. But if you want the full book, then obviously please back us on Indiegogo. Just type in akaripress.com. It'll take you right there. Or you can go you can go in the comic book section on Indiegogo. We're still listed, but it's coming. And the pages that Kanan have turned into the pencils, we've still got to ink those. So we've got 14 pages to go, which is fantastic. So 14 pages, or I guess you could say 15, because Kanan has to do the cover as well. So we've got 14 pages to go plus Kanan's cover. The 21 pages are fully colored. We're going to be having the font placed on those. I need to let a certain young lady go over my script and make sure it is free of the weird typos and all that kind of stuff. But obviously, when we send the PDF out, okay, hold on, let me see. So you're saying it's buffering. A man in lunacy. I'm getting 5 seconds of video followed by 5 seconds of buffering. No one else. Okay. Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, I'm still getting people coming in telling me they can see me just fine. So I'm not sure, and I'm not getting the weird thing. Matter of fact, I need to just do this. Bear with me for a second, because I need to check on my own channel and see what you guys are seeing. Because I'm looking at it, and it looks like it is showing. I'm looking at myself, and yeah, this is me live. This is me live looking at me on, let me see here if I can get it. It's not, yeah, it's smooth, fine. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, still good on Periscope, no lag, no skipping. See, I can't speak on that, but I'm sorry you're having connection issues, because sometimes when we're streaming to all these different places, it does. Like I said, when I did this a couple months ago, I didn't know it had froze up, and then you guys started letting me know that it was messing up, and I was like, God, I talked for like 15 minutes and nobody heard anything I said. It was horrible. But let me say this. I am going to, this is because I'm not going to do a big long stream today. I just wanted to come on and thank you guys for supporting. But I should be back tonight. I'm going to stream with the gentleman, what's his name, Larry Holder. I think he has a book called Of Time and Space, which is on Indiegogo, and he asked if he could come on. So I'm going to, when I wrap this one up in a few hours, I should be back live with Larry, and we're going to talk about his book Of Time and Space. Matter of fact, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let me look at my DMs and make sure I got the man's book right. But I'm pretty sure I got his name right. Yeah, Larry Holder. Let me see here. Of Time and Space, The Lunar Rise. And I will be streaming with Larry tonight in about 3 hours or so. And we just got to get all that connected. And I know Mike is doing an auction tonight, and I'm pretty sure Kanan's going to be on that. But guys, you guys rock. Thank you so much for all of your support. I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.